Hikes here. I'm Zach.
And I'm Clyde.
And this is the tent we took on the Grafton Notch Loop Trail, as you saw in the previous videos. We just didn't go over and do an in-depth review on it. We didn't do that on the trail, so we're going to do it now.
So the tent we have is the Double Rainbow by Tarptent, with the added rain guard thing inside.
Plus, supposedly supposed to help with condensation, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to help with condensation.
But this is a pretty, it's pretty lightweight.
Yeah,
weight.
I don't think it weighs more than my sleeping bag.
So what, about 2 pounds?
Maybe. I think it was 41 ounces.
Yeah, 41 ounces, yeah, give or take a little bit. But super lightweight.
It's heavy.
Clyde carried it, so I didn't have to carry it, but it was lightweight anyways. It has these nice, big, open, easy accessible zippers.
Yeah. So right now we have it in like nature view. We have the rain guards rolled back. This is for if you want to get the most of your night. If you don't want to see the creepy crawlies going around, this side here and the same side on the other side come down. They got a string that attaches. And you can pin this out. It comes with these nice little Easton aluminum tent pegs, and you can pin this out. And you can have a half rain guard. Technically, you're supposed to sleep the way that I have to sleep in bed now, with the open end that way, but we slept the other way. Just because you get the free air coming in across your feet, but you don't really have to see what's outside the tent, in case there's some creatures walking around or whatnot. But I thought it was good the way we were. The only downfall was like the little storage pads for the like your phone or something, or at your feet if you sleep the other way. But it didn't really matter. Made us get out of bed to turn our alarms off.
Not my alarm. So it's freestanding. So what does that mean?
So it's freestanding. So in theory, we don't have to use any tent pegs to keep this tent up. Currently, right now, we're using some trekking poles to hold it up. They have the little loops on each end. You got one for the tip, and then you got the other end, which is where your handle goes for your climb. And that keeps the tension on the tent from over its width. And then over its length, you have the arcing aluminum pole, which you had an option for carbon fiber, but you really didn't save any weight, and it was like twice the cost. So aluminum was fine with me.
And on the trekking poles, you want to get a good long trekking poles.
Yeah.
These are
Those are 135s, and they recommend 145s.
145.
So I have those extended way past max to make them work. They technically work. I mean, the tent's standing up. It has okay tension on it.
Yeah.
But
makes the bottom more tight.
Yeah,
so it gives more room.
Because the tent has a bathtub, and the bathtub isn't that great. And if it's not that great and it rains, it means the water's going to run into your tent. So we are planning on getting longer trekking poles.
Yeah, for the AT hike. But the good thing, it only has one centralized pole.
Yeah.
Tent pole, and it's real easy to put in. You put it right through and end to end, and it goes right through.
Yeah, and there's plenty of room. You can sit up in there, change if you want to change inside.
Yeah, it gets plenty of airflow. Like this thing, this is basically it. This is what you're looking at right here. All the air coming through. And it didn't rain on our little adventure, so we can't really tell you how it does in the rain. But we'll do a video, of how well it works in the rain.
That's the thing about this tent, is it doesn't come seam sealed. So I bought a seam sealing kit and seam sealed it myself. It's a 2-person tent, so you're nice and cozy. The good thing is it's kind of just long enough for us to put our packs at the end. So we got our heads all the way up against one wall, packs at the other end. Because if it's raining, you want your packs inside. So there's just enough room for packs, which is good.
Have the porch, right?
Oh yeah, on this back side, I can't show you without another set of tracking poles. But they have like this little rain porch. There's a flap on this one. Well, it's on this side, and the flap comes out, and you can make a little porch, which is kind of nice. But without a second set of trekking poles, you can't really do this. But this piece velcros under here. And then you take your strings and peg it out like this, and you got a little rain porch, I guess. So you can kind of see outside, but you're still protected from the rain. So, a little bonus. This is only on one side though, this is theoretically the front.
This is the tarp tent double rainbow, right? For 2 people.
Yeah.
So how would you feel about a bigger, like a 3-person tent? Was 2-person good for 2 people?
I mean, I think we made it work. It's kind of cramped. I mean, you gotta be comfortable with your trekking buddy, but theoretically, whoever you're trekking with, you're pretty comfortable with. Like I said, there's just enough room. If you were 6'4", you probably wouldn't want this tent because your feet and your pack would be on top of each other, and then you'd be relying on putting it under your rain fly, which means it's outside the bathtub, so your pack's kind of in the weather. So if you're 2 people who are tall, you probably don't want to go with this one. I'm just under 6 feet, and then Zach's well under 6 feet. So we got plenty of room below, after our feet for our packs. So I think it should work out fine.
How the bugs get in at all?
No bugs. Somehow we left the doors open a couple times, and it must be we were so soaked in DEET that no bugs get in. But no, I mean, standard tent. It's got good seams. All the seams are well stitched, so I don't think we're gonna have to worry about any bugs getting in.
How would you say the best feature about this tent would be?
Something that makes it stand out from the rest, I guess, is the single pole arch. And the fact that it's freestanding. You know, they make other tents out there that aren't freestanding, so you'd have to carry extra stuff, or it's got extra poles that you don't really need. But this one's just one center pole, your trekking poles, which you're already going to have anyways, and you got a standing tent. So you can pretty much set it up anywhere. Set it up on bare rock if you have to, because of where you are. So, this worked good for when we were on the wooden platform, which that was a nice sight because you're raised up off the ground, but there's no way for you to put pegs in, so you need a tent that's freestanding.
And how much was this tent that we paid for?
I don't remember. What was it?
It was $175 each, right? We split the cost.
Yeah. So $350.
$350-ish. Yeah, around $350. So it's I guess it's not really a budget tent, but
yeah,
we split it, so I guess technically it's kind of a budget.
The other one we're looking at was $600, so we
thought
this was kind of a budget.
If you want the real nice one, I guess apparently the real nice one to do is the Z-Packs duplex tent by Z-Packs, but Tarptent is a good company, I heard, so
yeah,
definitely check this thing out.
Yeah.
You little itchy card?
Yeah, there's mosquitoes coming out. It's getting dark.